So, we're going to discuss how to increase patient referrals to your pediatric dental practice. Now, this is very, very important because as a pediatric dental practice, you likely understand that the foundation of your practice success is built on the satisfaction and loyalty of your patients. So, not only are your patients your most valuable asset, but their recommendations and referrals can be a powerful tool for growing your practice. However, simply providing excellent dental care may not be enough to attract and retain new patients. So, in this episode, we're going to discuss three effective strategies for increasing patient referrals to your pediatric dental practice, along with examples of effective referral incentives and common mistakes to avoid, whether you're a new practice or an established one. These strategies can help you attract new patients, build a strong reputation, and grow your practice over time. So let's get into strategy number one: provide an excellent patient experience. Now, the first and most important strategy for increasing patient referrals is to provide an excellent patient experience. A positive patient experience can make a lasting impression on patients and encourage them to recommend your practice to friends and family. Parents want to feel comfortable and confident in the care their children receive. And a positive experience can leave a lasting impression on both parents and children. So, here are a couple tips to help you create a welcoming and positive patient experience. Number one, create a child friendly environment. So, make sure your office is clean, organized, and welcoming for children. So consider providing toys, books, and games in the waiting room to keep children entertained and engaged. They want to feel familiar with their surrounding, right? And they want to feel excited about their surrounding too. So an example of this is you can decorate your waiting room with colorful and kid-friendly decorations, such as maybe wall murals or posters featuring popular children's character, and maybe make it changeable with the seasons, right? I think something like that would be pretty good. So if it's like, okay, the themes, Marvel movies are coming out, right? Then you want to be able to put specific posters up or things like that, right? Things that they may be excited about, depending on your target demographic. Number two is personalized care. So take the time to get to know your patients and their families. Address their concerns and questions and make sure they feel comfortable and heard. A book I recommend to every single one of you and your team members is Unreasonable Hospitality by Will Guidara. It's a new book, fantastic book on how you can make your patients, the children, the parents, feel at home. Think about this. The book says they can feel perfection. You want them to feel that, right? So you want to personalize their care every single week or every single month. During your team meeting, there should be a way to increase personalized interest or personalized care. There's never a point in where you're like, that's it. We've reached the pinnacle of it. We show the most care and the most personalized. That's it. No, you can always improve a little bit more. So every week, right? You want to see, or every month, right? Or however you want to do it. No more than a month, I recommend, but like you want to know how you can show more personalized care. An example of this is develop a patient intake form that asks questions about the child's interest, their hobbies, favorite characters, then use this information to personalize the child's visit and build rapport with the family. Number three, offer convenient services. We live in a day and age where convenience is everything now. So provide convenient appointment times and offer services such as online appointment scheduling and reminder systems. If you're struggling to grow right now, there's a trend I've noticed with a lot of practices who've kind of just skyrocketed. They were stuck and then they skyrocketed. And one of those things were that they offered convenient appointment times. They realize, look, I'm going to have to be open on this day for this time, maybe a Saturday, maybe a Friday in the evening or whatever, just to accommodate the family and the community. And from that point on, they saw it scheduling. They saw it skyrocket. And then they adjusted as they build that new patient base. But at the beginning, That's what they did. So if you feel like you're there, maybe do that. Offer convenient appointment times and services. An example is what the one I just mentioned, or you can also automate appointment reminders through text and email to reduce the risk of no-shows and provide parents with a convenient way to manage their child's appointment. Tip number 4, follow up with patients. Follow up with patients after their appointments to ensure they are satisfied with their experience and address any concerns they may have. So you want to develop like a post-visit, maybe survey or questionnaire that asks parents to rate their child's experience and provide feedback on how you can improve. Quick tip on this. Here's a note on this example. If you do develop, which I recommend every single one of you need to develop or should have like something of a how did we do, right? Type of questionnaire or survey. I don't think you should send it to them via digital, online, or email or anything. No. When they're checking out, just maybe it should be as simple as like their 10-year-old, 8-year-old kid can fill it out. Just have 3 questions on there on an index card looking type of questionnaire. And as they're waiting there, they're standing there. You're asking them, oh, can you fill this out real quick while I pull up your information? It should be that simple. It should take less than 10 seconds. From 1 to 10, how did we do, right? 10 being like the best. They can circle it. Have you given us a review or have you told us how you felt about your experience on Google? Circle yes or no. And then would you recommend us to a friend or family? Yes or no. If you had to and you wanted it even shorter, you can just do the first one. How did we do today? 1 to 10. Would you recommend us to a friend or family? Yes or no. When you see that they circle yes, just grab it and say, oh, wow, thank you so much. Who would you recommend? And stay quiet and let them speak. Then that's your opportunity to gain that referral right then and there, just with this physical post-visit survey or questionnaire. So that's what I recommend when it comes to a follow-up with the patients right after, right, to gain that referral. But at the same time, you also want to follow up with a phone call or email, right, or text message a couple days later too. Tip number 5, train your staff. Train your staff to provide exceptional customer service and make sure they understand the importance of creating a positive patient experience. Now, the book Unreasonable Hospitality, let them read this and think about this point. Train your staff. When you train your staff, I think you should gift them that book as well, because that is going to show them, okay, I have to go above and beyond for the team here, for the customer, the patients here as well. And they're going to feel it, right? A good example of this is you want to conduct regular staff training sessions that focus on customer service skills, such as active listening, empathy, and problem solving. Every single one of your team members should be having this, right? If not, you can lead them and guide them to do it. And if they're still fighting you on it, then it also kind of does fall on you, because they shouldn't be in there either. They shouldn't be on your team anymore. They should be in another industry, doing something else or some whatever, right? It's up to you to build this type of team. But every single one of them should have active listening, empathy, and problem solving to provide a really, really good patient experience. Tip number 6 is use positive reinforcement. Now, you want to do that to encourage good behavior and help children feel proud of their dental care. I don't care if they have a million, so many cavities, all these things. The parents did a horrible job at bringing up their teeth or brushing their teeth or whatever. You should be able to find a compliment every time you see them, all the time. Hone in on that, right? Make the children feel proud. If you shame them or say, what's going on? So they will remember that feeling and experience, and so will the parent. And then that's when the downfall starts, like, oh, I got to go to the dentist. Oh, my God. But if you are proud, right, you feel proud for the child, despite whatever thing you're saying, find something to compliment them on. They will remember that feeling too, primarily. So do that. Example, provide stickers or small toys as rewards for children who behave well during their appointments or demonstrate good dental hygiene habits. So do that, right? Now, strategy number 2. right? So actually, the one we just reviewed right now, that was strategy number one, provide an excellent patient experience. And we provided 6 tips on how to do that. Here's strategy number two, leverage social media. Now, social media, guys, is an effective way to increase patient referrals to your pediatric dental practice. It allows you to connect with parents and caregivers in your community, share valuable information about your services, and promote your practice to a wider audience. So here's a couple tips to help you leverage social media effectively. Number one, choose the right platform. So determine which social media platform your target audience is using and focus your efforts on these platforms or on that one platform. So Facebook and Instagram, they're popular choices for pediatric dental practices. Now, I much rather you choose one platform and stick to it and give it all you got with content, with engagement, with all these things, than shiny object syndrome. And you're like, okay, there's TikTok, it's coming out. Oh no, and now there's a Instagram, something else, right? It's coming out. Clubhouse is coming out. No, pick a platform, stick to it, grow it, make sure it serves its purpose. Where it's like we are now effectively getting the results that we want from this platform times 10. Then once you're there and you feel like you're a pro at it, yes, you can maybe expand to another platform, right? Let's go to Pinterest now. Let's go to something. But it starts off with choosing the right platform, right? So if you're targeting parents of young children, then Facebook may be more effective for sharing information and engaging with your audience. Because remember, your target audience isn't the children, it's the mom and the dad, the parents, right? That's your target audience. And so maybe you can join these Facebook groups, right? Dedicate 7-10 minutes once a day if you want to just fully be in there, engage with people. And that leads to tip number two, share engaging content. So share informative and engaging content related to pediatric dental health, such as tips for preventing cavities or videos explaining dental procedures. We have a couple members in our pediatric dental marketing course who do this. They explain dental procedures in a fun way, but simple. And it eases the parents because they're like, oh my God, how is this going to look at how is this going to look on my child? How is this going to affect? How many minutes is this going to take out of the day? How will they look after the child? And they simply explain these videos real quick. I'm talking about like one day they'll share a video of how a post-op procedure looks, right, for a child, or Invisalign for ortho, right, for a child. The first step, the second step, the third step, right? How does a free consultation look? It's things like that that you can share, and they'll feel comfortable with it, right? Tip number 3, encourage engagement. So encourage parents to engage with your practice by asking for feedback or opinions, responding to comments and messages, and sharing user-generated content. So an example of this is post a photo on Instagram of a child smiling after a successful dental visit, and maybe ask your followers to share their own success stories in the comments. Remember when you were a child? How did it go? Ask them, right? Number 4, utilize paid advertising. So consider utilizing paid advertising on social media platforms to increase your reach and attract new patients. An example is maybe you want to create a Facebook ad campaign targeting parents in your community who are interested in pediatric dental health. Now, you get so specific with paid ads now on Facebook. So it's very, very important you know how to utilize and leverage social media effectively, especially paid, because you can go down like a weird type of like rabbit hole where you're not targeting the right audience anymore. So it can get logistical, can get very specific. So Minal Sampat is fantastic for that. In our pediatric dental marketing course, she teaches all the members, everybody else, exactly how to utilize paid advertising from Facebook all the way to Instagram and other platforms, right? She's a social media person on our team, and she's the one who, you know, offers comprehensive training on social media marketing specifically tailored to pediatric dental practices. We give you step-by-step instructions and practical tips. I mean, the course can help you develop the social media strategy that engages your target audience and promotes your practice effectively. You're going to gain incredible, valuable insights and skills that will help you leverage social media to increase patient referrals and attract new patients to your pediatric dental practice. Also in the course is all ground marketing stuff, everything, all my strategies are in that course as well. And I continue to add to it as well. So I'm going to put a link to the Pediatric Dental Marketing course in the show notes below. Now, we just covered, that was strategy number 2, leverage social media. Now, strategy number 3, the final one, develop referral incentives. Now, referral incentives is an effective way to encourage existing patients to refer new patients to your pediatric dental practice. Referral incentives can take many forms, such as discounts on services, gift cards, or an entry into a prize drawing. So here are some tips to help you develop effective referral incentives. Number 1, make it super easy for patients to refer friends and family by providing referral cards, maybe email templates, or social media posts. An example is develop a referral program that provides patients with referral cards they can hand out to friends and family members. The referral cards could offer a discount on services or a prize drawing entry for each new patient referral. Let's make it super simple, right? You've seen it on Facebook, you've seen it on Instagram. Share this, right? Have them share it. Follow us for this, right? Make sure their friends and everybody follow you, right? Mention your name, right? Then they can just mention their name, but make it super simple. Number 2, offer valuable incentives. Now, incentives need to be valuable to your patients, and you want these incentives to motivate them to refer others to your practice. So you can offer a discount on services or a gift card to a popular local restaurant as a referral incentive. Now, a great way for you to hype this up is a month before. Let's just say today is April, right? Or we're in April. If you want to do this in May, start now. As soon as you're done with this episode, if you have an Instagram, go on your Instagram story or your Facebook and make a poll. Would you want a $200 gift card or $100 gift card to this restaurant, or a spa treatment for the day? And then just ask them which one to pick, right? That's it. Which one would you prefer? And you will see people, boom, 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 involved in that poll. People who've never liked any of your posts involved in that poll. And then now you know, I'm going to use that as an incentive now. And then you can promote that incentive, which goes with our number 3 tip on this. Promote the incentive. Promote the referral incentive on your website, social media pages, and in-office marketing materials to increase awareness and encourage participation. So now that you've done your research the month before and you're like, okay, 90% of people wanted that spa treatment, guess what? For the first person to refer 3 people or whatever, you will get this. You're entered to win on this spa treatment, or you'll get the spa treatment for the first person to refer 3 people, right? Make it like that so people are on it. And then boom, you will see people are like, oh, and then you do that the next month too. You make another poll and say, hey, would y'all want, this restaurant or this other experience? And then people are going to start to catch on, and they're going to say, oh, I'm going to pick that. And I know this is a referral incentive, so I'm going to already have 3 people on my mind ready to go. And then boom, bada bing, bada boom. That's how you can do it. And that's part of promoting it, right? You can also promote it on your website, social media, all that stuff like that. Once the incentive is decided and you want to go live with it. And number 4, you want to follow up with patients who refer new patients to your practice to thank them and offer additional incentives for future referrals. So maybe send them a personalized thank you note to patients who refer new patients to your practice and offer them an additional incentive for each subsequent referral. Maybe one incentive is like a spa treatment, right? And then they get the spa treatment and you're like, what? I got another spa treatment for you and your significant other or somebody else? Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. They're going to love you even more. They're going to be your ambassador at that point. Just always talking about you. So, over deliver if you can. So these are the 3 strategies you can do it. And I'm going to put a link in the show notes below that dive deeper on the incentives that you can create, because incentives are important, right? You want to make it easy. And in the article that I'm going to put in the show notes below, I give you more incentives like a family fun pack, the zoo and things like that, gift card to local businesses, raffle prizes examples. We also talk about valuable incentives such as like the exclusive content that they can get from your practice, discount on services. Maybe some people care about social media shout outs, stuff like that. And then how to promote the incentives. Well, we discussed that in the article too as well. But all this, guys, All this can be found in the pediatric dental marketing course. So I'm going to put a link to that in the show notes below. We will be opening up enrollment to that course coming up here pretty soon. So I'm excited to let you guys know that. But at the same time, I'm excited to see many of you who've been on the wait list ready to come on in. And at the same time, in that article, I also provide you with a chart or like a table that you can use to track your progress and adjust your referral strategies. Because remember, you can't really grow what you don't measure. So you want to measure what's working. Is the referral program working? Is the social media program working? Word of mouth, patient reviews. What's working? What do I need to put more effort and invest more time, maybe more money in? And then what is not working as much where I can just, scale it back a little bit or, put more energy in something else. So go make sure you download that. It's going to be in the article as well. And give it a once over in that article as well, because that's a really, really important article that provides you guys with much, much more information. But if you want all the information, then like I said, join the Pediatric Dental Marketing course. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning into this Monday morning marketing episode, and I'll talk to you in the next episode.